Fire Escape Academy, Inspector Training. Here we are in Houston. We're on the corner of Caroline and Prairie. Nice little building, the Mike's Cox Bale Service. And we're looking at this fire escape. The beauty about white fire escapes is that's great about them. Look how much they show, just how bad rust can get. Look at all that rust. So they've just been painting over this, never scraping and painting. So I'm looking for any evidence of maintenance. So if you can look on just this lowest string, that's all you really need. I'm looking for any evidence that bolts have been changed out. I'm looking for some new bolts on this thing. I have no evidence of any bolt changes anywhere on this fire escape. I have evidence that there's a lot of rust that's starting to make and question whether or not the weight box is going to be safe. See that chain? That chain is basically holding this thing horizontal, so this is not balanced correctly. See the pivot arm? That pivot arm is original, and look, it's already starting to bend and peel over there. Let's look at some treads. If you look up, look at how bad those treads are. Full of rust, ready to fall. Look how bad this joint corner is, holding up the entire staircase. Look how bad all the stairs are going to the upper floors. Every one of those treads is compromised. Look at the upper platform. Look at the ladder going up to the roof and its connections to the wall. That's for the firemen to get up onto the roof and fight this fire. You got all original hardware. Look how much rust is on that upper platform. Look how much rust is on those connections. Look how much rust is right here on this connection. That's a welded connection, but look how much rust is on there. Okay, so fire escape must be kept painted, must be structurally sound. This fire escape is neither. It's not been kept painted. I mean, they've been painting over all the rust. Yet this fire escape is seriously rusted. Look at that weight box. If it falls, it's gonna hit something, deflect off the wall and hit somebody. So, and it's off the cable. Look at that. Fire escape is off. So that's what keeps it from touching the wall. Original cable, look how rusty that cable is. The pivots, look how rusty the pivoted area is. So rusty cable holding up all that weight. If that weight cable ever lets go, this whole entire staircase is gonna come down and hit somebody in the head. Fire escape has some serious issues. Let's go across the street, 420. Houston, the Harris Bounty bail bonds. Let's see what we got on this fire escape. This fire escape is nice and close to the ground. We've looked at this fire escape in the past. Let's see if any work has been done. First of all, let's take a look. Must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. We know it needs a paint job. A lot of rust. Let's take a look at the gussets into the wall. Original hardware. All original hardware. Let's see if any other gussets are in better condition. Let's take a look. Some evidence of rusting. Let's take a look at all the treads. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that area right up there where all that rust is in the connection. Look at all that connections up there. All rust. Look at the cable and the weight box right over the path. Somebody's gonna get hit in the head, or they're gonna get... So let's take a look at some additional connections. How about that rusty tears coming down the wall? So water's getting into the connections of the wall. Look at the gusset. Let me show you that gusset right there. Look how blown out that gusset is. See how all that, look at that other gusset. Look how much rust is in there. Over 1/2 inch of rust. Let's look up there. Let's see if there's any treads ready to fall. See all that rust? Some of those treads are ready to fall. So, here's the problem. We've got a fire escape that probably 2-3 years ago we inspected, had problems. Nobody's ever done anything with it till this present day. We got paint problems, we've got structural problems on this fire escape on the corner of Prairie and Caroline. I believe it's 420. Needs a paint job. Let's look, oh my God. Let's look at the roof. Look at the ladder to the roof. Look at the blowout on the ladder to the roof. So right now, if a fireman was to use this ladder right now, going to the roof, the thing would fall and the fireman would fall to his death. that's about 60, 70 feet that he would fall to his death. Life safety issue right now. Just fighting the fire. Not including all the things that we talked about, where there's rust, and everyone, all original hardware. Not one change of bolt that I can see on this entire fire escape. Everything's original square head bolts. This fire escape is neither ready for certification nor ready for a load test, and has life safety issues for firemen because of that ladder up to the roof. Any questions? Fire Escape Academy, Inspector Trainings, 800-649-3333.